Episode 7.
Yes, number 7.
This one, a little bit different. I'm going to interview you. So it's not just a conversation. I'm just going to ask some questions and we'll go from there, see what happens.
Okay, just make it easier.
Yeah, I gotcha. Cool. So people have been asking why we pick the companies that we pick. So today I'm going to be interviewing you on why you chose to go with EXP, obviously becoming an agent. A lot of brokerages out there, all brokerages want new agents, especially now that you're more successful. I'm sure you get calls, reach outs from other companies offering you X, Y, and Z to go over to their company. Why did you initially pick EXP? And then secondly, why have you stayed with EXP?
Okay, why EXP? So to start with, when I was ready to take my license, that was back in I don't know, March or April of March of last year.
Mm-hmm.
I was digging deep, and just to try to understand like what are those brokerages. I didn't have any clue about EXP. I didn't even know EXP existed, just to be honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, I had a list of 3 or 4 brokerages I wanted to join. And I was also working my 9 to 5 at the time. So I knew getting out of my 9 to 5 to real estate, there was one thing for sure I wanted. I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to do something that would give me the freedom and the space to just be me and excel. So interviewing and talking to a few people, the most common thing that came was what I was going to offer them, what I was going to bring to the table versus how they were going to help me become successful as an agent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also just some of them required me to be in the office. I don't like to be in the office, right? And a few offices I talked to, one of the requirements was I had to be in the office and pay a desk fee, pay this, pay that. And the business model didn't really fit what I was actually looking for. Then when I talked to Sean, he talked about EXP, and not only EXP was a cloud-based company, but just understanding all the other benefits I was going to have, which I'm gonna break down if you have more questions about those. To me, it felt like a good fit because we are all in the business. Number one, don't get me wrong, nobody's gonna lie to us. We all want to be making money for our families, right? That's the number one reason we are doing what we are doing. Sure. It's not only in real estate, any other job. The main reason is to be making money. But to me, it was like, okay, I'm a real estate agent, and I also know I don't have to just have one source of income to be able to satisfy my needs and my family's needs, right? What's going to happen if I stop selling houses, right? You can choose not to sell houses, or life can happen to you and you are not able to go out there and sell houses. How would you be able to feed your family if that happens? Right? And not even that, what is your exit strategy? Because we know to sell houses, it takes a lot of work, right?
You have to be in it.
Yes, you have to be in it. Could you really afford to take like 6-7 months off?
No.
And still meet your income strategies or your income level? Most likely not. Just being at EXP, understanding all those different ways of actually building some other streams of income on top of the training they were offering me, being a part of the Wolf Pack, which was greatly like valuable. And I was like, okay, the world is evolving, technology is evolving, and EXP does have that. And then adding into that some other different ways of making money on top of just me selling houses, how could you beat that?
Right. So a couple of the benefits, you're saying you're making money in other ways than selling houses. Could you break that down a little bit? And then also on a side note, you mentioned you talked with Sean I obviously know who Sean is, but could you give a little description of Sean for the viewers as well?
Oh, Sean Bautista
Yeah.
is my mentor. Yeah, Sean is my mentor. He's also a part of the Wolf Pack. Is one of the most successful luxury agents here in Washington, along with his twin brother, Scott. So I talked to them about me being licensed when I wasn't even licensed
Mhm.
yet. And they told me, okay, we can definitely mentor you. We can definitely get you um, like on the team if you decide to come on board with us.
Yeah.
So that's how we met through social media. I DM them on Instagram. And I also DM a bunch of successful agents from other brokerages. But since they were so successful, none of them actually got back to me.
Right.
Yeah, and they were the only ones that actually
Yeah.
got back to me.
I had this similar experience with Sean and Scott. Obviously, I don't work for them, but I knew them before I got into lending because way back in the day, I worked out at a gym that they worked out at, and they were older, and I thought they were big and cool. I was just like a little 13-year-old kid. And when I got in lending, I saw on social media they were like big in real estate.
Yes.
So I gave them a call, and they were like super excited to hear from me. They remembered me as like the little kid at the gym, offered me a ton of advice, went out and got coffee with me. So super, super good dudes. I think they're fantastic
Yeah,
mentors.
fantastic. And I feel like the DM I sent that day was maybe like a $1 million DM.
Yeah.
I told them I'm not in the business yet, but I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to grow. And the one thing I'm sure of, I can sell. I'm a salesperson,
Right.
and I know I can sell. So, and then they were super super cool. They talked to me, and then they gave me guidance on what I needed to do, and they broke down EXP to me. That's how
Yeah.
I decided to join EXP.
Yeah. So break down what those few benefits of EXP that you were talking about were. You said something about passive income that you're able to make, and then anything else that makes the brokerage over the top compared to
Right.
others.
So as an entrepreneur, the one thing that's gonna make you money is not only your active income, which is the income you earn when you are actively working.
Right.
You want to be making money even when you're sleeping, but on top of that, you also want to have ownership. Ownership and equity build wealth. So some other broker, like most of agents out there, they only make money when they sell. They sell houses, right? That's our number one function. You go out there and you sell houses. But with EXP, we have a stock compensation, we have revenue share, and you also make money when you become icon agent. I'm gonna break that down too. Talking about the stock compensation, so every time you sell a house, the company will reward you with company stock, which gives you ownership of the company, right?
Okay.
So the more houses you sell, you are making money with your commissions, but on top of that, you are gaining ownership
Right.
of the company, which is a long-term investment plan.
Yeah.
Right? That's super cool. I remember at my 9 to 5, I didn't have stock compensation of the company, but I enrolled into the 401k plan, which was basically giving me an investment plan,
Sure.
right? And taking money out of my paycheck, and the company was matching my
Right.
my contribution every paycheck. That was cool. I was like, oh shit, it's right. I'm actually making some big moves, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But switching over to EXP and having that stock compensation, the last time I checked it, I was amazed to see not only how much my stock was worth, but how many shares I have
Yeah.
within the company. And that gives me a sense of pride because I know I'm not only an agent, I'm a shareholder
Yeah.
with
And
with EXP.
from my knowledge, they're able to do that and have extra dollars on their books to be able to give back to their agents because they don't have a brick and mortar, right? There's no offices. So there's not nearly as much overhead. So instead of some of your commissions or dollars earned
Yeah.
going to all those things that you don't use, it actually goes back in your pocket.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That is super super cool. And the other streams of income is what we call revenue share, right? Revenue share is basically like all these other brokerages, what they do is they have recruiters in the companies that they use to actually recruit agents to come on board and then start working with them. At EXP doesn't have recruiters. They give us an opportunity to start building our organization, right? So basically, I am in EXP. I can start growing my team. I can start inviting other agents to come on board. By me doing so, EXP now is going to reward me with rev share.
Got it.
Right? So I don't have to sell houses for me to have rev share. So as long as I invite people to come on board, like you can invite as many people as you want, and then the more you invite people, the bigger your rev share will be, so that when you stop selling houses, you can still have that income, right, coming in. And I was talking to many agents from different brokerages. They also do invite people to come join the team. They even train those agents that are joining the brokerages, but they just don't make any money from it. They don't have any rev share, right? So it's basically they are working for the brokerage without even having to get anything
so all
from
else
it.
equal, you might as well get paid for your work rather than not getting paid. And this is not to say agents should come to EXP so that they don't have to sell houses.
No.
Like make sure it's known, like as an agent, you are to sell houses and you're to give me all your loans. No, I'm kidding.
So I mean, the number one like this is also what many people get it twisted, right? That's also why many people get with EXP for the wrong reasons. And then when they get with EXP, they get frustrated, right? It's not like once you come at EXP, you'll be magically selling tons of houses.
Sure.
No. Like you have to grind out there to sell houses. Does the team you have at EXP make it easier for you to get more leads or more deals? Definitely yes. Because the training we have, the level of marketing, training, tools, and everything we have at EXP is way better than many other brokerages out there. That's going to help you get stuff much easier out there, right? How to learn how to build your brand, how to scale your social media platform, and all of that. We do have all these trainings for free. Plus, we have one of the most powerful CRMs out there that you can utilize to leverage everything and get more leads. That's going to definitely make it easier and simpler for you, but you still have to do the work, right? When it comes to those different streams of income, to me, the way I see it is I do have a son, and my question has always been, what's going to happen to my son if I cannot bring my active income anymore, or my family, right?
Right.
If I have to stop selling houses, if life happens to me, or even I'm just frustrated or maybe stressed out or whatever, and then I decide to just go 6 months in Africa and live there. How am I going to be able to start paying my bills here? How am I going to be able to make my mortgage and all of that, right? That's when the exit plan comes in. Right. That's when really you are going to benefit a lot from EXP
compared to other brokerages
out there. And plus, we also have a nice wide network of agents, not only nationwide but globally. I can sell a house in Spain without me being in Spain, right? Wow. By just referring someone in Spain and then having that referral fee. That's pretty cool. I closed on a few deals in Texas this year. I've never been licensed in Texas, and just that network of agent nationwide and globally helps also a lot. Like a ton.
I've also seen a good sense of like team with your group, right? I've been to a few of your guys' events, and although you don't have a brick and mortar and there's not people coming into the same office every day, like it still seems like you guys are close. You work and help one another. Explain that a little bit. How does that still work when not going to the office all the time?
The question that we should be really asking is, why should agent go to the office? Why would you go to the office?
Right.
Our number one function is to sell houses. You sell houses by building relationship with people, and you build relationship with people by meeting with them, right? So basically, you will have to spend, if you want to be a top agent, you will be spending at least 80 to 90% of your time building relationship with people. So how does having an office or sitting in the office help you do so? That's a wrong way. If you are telling me, this agent is an experienced agent, 5, 10, 15 years in the business, definitely that guy deserves to be sitting in the office because he has a nice pipeline already behind him. He can afford to be in the office 24/7 and still close deals because of his past track record, right? But when you are in the business for like less than 10 years, you cannot afford to be in the office.
Right,
You
you gotta
have to be,
hustle.
yeah, you have to be building those relationships. And to go back to your question, being a part of the Wolf Pack at EXP, like Wolf Pack, by the way, it's our team name at
Okay.
EXP. We are the biggest team within EXP, and being a part of the Wolf Pack, it's more of being a part of a community, of a brotherhood, right? We all strive for the same goal. We all wake up and chase the same goal, which is to see every agent in the team win. That's why you would see people helping each other. We do have like weekly calls. We do have meetups. We have our Telegram group
Yeah.
where we share with the group, with the team, everything. We have a Facebook group. Like all this stuff just help us to stay close to each other, even when we are not really seeing each other, because there is no benefit of us coming to the office every single day. We want to be out there selling houses. We want to be out there building relationship, but yet we are close to one another because of all these tools, and we all want to win. We all want to succeed. That's our
Gotcha.
number one goal.
Yeah, bunch of young hustlers, it seems like, too. It's a young group, a lot of hard workers, head down, selling houses.
Yeah, definitely. And one more stream of income, it comes in when you make it icon agent. I am on track to be icon this year, by the way.
Congratulations.
And I'm still waiting on my Rolex when I make it from you. No, yeah, just don't forget. So basically, being an icon agent means, to break it down easily for people to understand, okay, when you're part of a brokerage, there is what we call a commission split, right? For some brokerages, it's greater than others, but for us at EXP, it's 80-20. So on your anniversary year, you start making 80% of your commission, and EXP gets 20%,
Okay.
until you cap at 16,000. After EXP makes $16,000, you go 100% commission. You start like bringing all of your money home, 100%. But then EXP says, okay, we get $16,000 from you, but we give you an opportunity to get it back, right? So after you cap at 16,000, if you sell 20 more houses after that within your anniversary year, we are going to give you your $16,000 in terms of company stock.
Wow.
Right?
So essentially, you're making your full 100% commission on every deal from the get-go, if you do that.
So if you are icon agent, you're top producer, basically you are working at 100%. Just think of all these agents, who are top producers. Some of them are paying $25,000 to the brokerages to cap, which they will never get back.
Right.
That's a lot of freaking money.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, over a 10, 15-year span, absolutely.
Yes. So just think of owning $16,000 of company stock every single year for 10 years.
Right.
It's compounding.
Yeah, because EXP is growing as well.
We are the fastest growing brokerage in the world.
Wow.
Right? So compounding those 16,000 every single year, how much money would you have in 10 years?
You'd like to set aside $16,000 a year to put into EXP stock because you think it's going to be a sound, safe investment. But now you get to do it just by working and selling houses.
Just by working and selling houses. So that's a huge benefit. You make icon studies, you get $16,000, your $16,000 back from EXP as a company stock.
Wow.
I mean, no other brokerages out there can offer that.
Doing anything like that.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Very cool. Yeah. Well, I think that's every question I have. It sounds like EXP is definitely the move, and I can understand why you picked it. It's been awesome so far for you, it sounds like. So
yeah, definitely. And then for all these agents watching, if you have any question or you would like to know more about EXP, I'm gonna leave my calendar down below. Just book a call with me. You don't have to join EXP if you don't have to join, but just engage into the conversation if you want to know more. I'm gonna be more than happy to break that down for you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. I'll talk to you next.